Hey guys, it's ETA Prime back here again. Today we're going to be taking a look at ZORIN OS. This is another Linux distribution. Recently I posted a video showing off Endless OS and how to install it. And since then, I've had a lot of requests to check out ZORIN OS. And I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with it. I love the look. They're claiming that this is the perfect replacement for Windows or Mac OS. And if you're into Windows or Mac, you'll have no trouble at all using this straight out of the box. So in this video, I just want to give you kind of an overview here, but I am running this on a relatively low-end laptop. This is a Lenovo running a quad-core Intel Pentium 5405U at 2.3 GHz, 4 gigs of RAM, and built-in Intel UHD graphics. But overall, ZORIN's been running great on this laptop, and I really like showing these operating systems running on lower-end hardware just to give you a feel for how it's going to perform. You don't need a super expensive laptop to get this up and running. So as you can see, ZORIN is very minimalistic. It really reminds me of a Mac with nothing on your desktop. It just looks really nice. It's very clean here. It's highly customizable. I do have the dark theme set up here, but I'll show you the light theme also. So I'm ready to get into it. What I'm going to do is connect this to my game capture so we can get a better look at the screen. I'm going to go over some of the built-in features, how to install new applications, and just give you a brief overview. I personally think if you're coming from Windows or Mac and you want to use Linux, this is a great starter operating system. So like I mentioned, this is just going to be an overview video, but ZORIN OS is looking really nice already. I've been using it for the past 2 days. Very easy to get into from Windows. Now, as you can see, we got a very Windows-esque look to it. Down here, we have our taskbar. We can launch our applications from here. And you might notice we got kind of a light theme going on, but it's very easy to change. If we head over to Settings, Appearance, ZORIN Appearance, and I gotta say, I really do like the way this looks. We'll go to Theme, and we'll just change it to dark. You can set it up for light during the day, dark during the night, but overall, I think this looks really good with that dark theme enabled. So we'll head up to Accessories. We got calculator, clocks, files, maps, all of this is pre-installed. I'll just open up weather here. Got our weather over here for Alaska, looking pretty gloomy. Back down from accessories, we'll go to games. Everything here was pre-installed except for Minecraft. I did want to test this out, but we have some mines, we have some solitary, and a few others here. Graphics, we do have GIMP pre-installed. And on this machine here, everything loads up pretty quick. So I'll just go to open up, just a stock image I got here. We'll select by color. Just cut that out. This is a full-blown open source image editor. Very similar to Photoshop, but it's totally free. Back down to our apps, internet. Now this does come pre-installed with Firefox, but I installed Chromium because I'm really used to using Chrome. And real quick, we'll just head over to the ZORIN website. It's very easy to install. I just did a full install tutorial on Endless OS, and you're basically going to follow the same procedures there. So from download ZORIN OS, we have Ultimate, Core, Lite, Education. I'm using the Core version here because Ultimate does cost $40. Now I completely understand that they put a lot of work into this, but I wanted to just check it out before I bought anything. I might purchase it. I'm not exactly sure if I'm gonna or not, but keep in mind this video is not sponsored by ZORIN whatsoever. I would definitely try out the free version because after all, Linux is open source and really meant to be free. But I also understand it takes time and money to get stuff like this together. We'll go back down here. We got Office, so we have the full LibreOffice suite installed. Everything you really needs here. Calendar, contacts. We have Calc, Draw, Impress, Writer, sounds and video, built-in video player. I don't have anything on this machine here or an external drive to test out, but overall it should work pretty well. Now, utilities. Disk Usage Analyzer. I'm actually running this side by side with Windows 10. I just created a little partition of 42 gigabytes here just to have this on the same machine that I'm running Windows 10 with, and I might wipe it down the road. I'm not exactly sure yet. So there's a lot of good stuff pre-installed here, and you can use the operating system just like it sits, no problem at all. Or you can install more software from the software installer, or you could always open up Terminal and install from there. So I'm just Control-Alt-T, that's going to open up my terminal here. I'll install Sysbench real quick. So if I just want to do a quick benchmark here, it'd be easy enough to do. I just installed Sysbench from the terminal. But the store is where a lot of new Linux users will go, and there's a lot of stuff on here. Pretty much everything you need is located on the store. Audio, video, got a lot of stuff to choose from here. Audacity, if you want to do some recording right on the machine, we'll just install that. It'll prompt you for the password you created when you install the operating system. That'll go ahead and install there. There's a lot of stuff under audio and video. We also have communication and news. From here, you can install Chromium. Like I said, it only comes preloaded with Firefox. I prefer using Chromium or Chrome. There's just a lot of applications that you can install with the click of a button, and you never have to open up Terminal. From graphics and photography, really the only thing I'd ever need to use is GNU Image Manipulator, and this is just GIMP here. We also have Inkscape. We'll install that also since we're here. Go on back, games. Now for a lot of viewers of my channel, this is going to be super easy to install your favorite emulators. So we'll just scroll down here. We also have a search up at the top. We'll go with ScumVM. And the Dolphin emulator, so we can run GameCube and Wii games as long as your system is powerful enough to do so. And we'll do one more here, RetroArch. So I got all this installing. I'll give it a little while. It'll install in the background for me. And Dolphin's all ready to go. So now that we've installed some applications, we can launch them from here. So I installed a few different games, well, emulators, but they will be listed under games here. The Dolphin emulator, ScumVM, RetroArch. Pretty fast operating system. Everything's been pretty smooth here. Now if you need to change any of your settings, you can always go to settings from here. Like I showed you, appearance, you can change your background from here. You can change it from the light to the dark theme. We got notifications. You can turn all these off if you don't want to be bothered. Sound. Now I'm running this on the laptop you saw at the beginning of the video, but I am running it out of HDMI to my game capture so I could capture everything. So I had to set my sound to HDMI out, but I do have full sound here. And we'll go to devices. This is going to cover your displays. You can change your resolution here. Keyboard. All of our hotkeys are listed here, and this is good reference for using Linux. Now you can swap them out if you'd like to, but I recommend just going through here if you don't know how to zoom in, zoom out, or volume up and down, or even open up Terminal, which would be Control-Alt-T. So overall, I do love the look and feel of Zorin. Performance on this particular machine here has been pretty good. Now, I haven't had any trouble with YouTube video playback, Netflix, pretty much streaming from any service at all. So we'll just head over to YouTube real quick. I always run this video here in my test because it's open source and I can show it off anytime I want to. This is running at 1080p. I'm connected to my AC Wi-Fi in the house. Everything's buffering out and it's looking pretty good here. No trouble playing back from YouTube or Netflix on this operating system. Before I wrap this video up, every time I do a little Linux OS overview, I always get asked, can you install RetroPie? And with Zorin OS, yes you can. I've installed it here. It'll be listed under games. Now you will have to install this through Terminal. I've done several videos on it, and I'll leave a link to the RetroPie website in the description. As you can see, we have full access to RetroPie. You can install new themes. You can go ahead and scrape your games if you'd like to. I'll just get right into something easy. Do Mega Drive, otherwise known as Genesis, with Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Bring us right back out. We'll quit. And it'll bring us right back to the Zorin desktop. So yes, RetroPie can be installed inside of Zorin, and it actually works really well. So I really do like it. It looks good. I love the interface. I know a lot of people don't like GNOME, but I personally do. And in the past couple years, GNOME has gotten a lot better. So performance really isn't an issue. And as you can see, this is running on a relatively low-end laptop. I'm running Minecraft here. I know it's in windowed mode, and I also have YouTube running here. Everything seems to be working really well in Zorin OS. And this is definitely really easy to jump into from Windows or Mac OS X. The interface is pretty much just like a Windows desktop, so you know exactly where to go, and it won't take you long at all to get used to something like this if you're coming from another operating system like that. But really, the only way to find out if you like ZORIN OS for yourself is to try it out. I'll leave links to their website in the description. You can flash a USB drive, install it independently on the hard drive, or side by side with Windows. It's actually really easy to do. But that's pretty much it for this video. I really appreciate you watching. If you have any questions or recommendations for other operating systems to take a look at on this channel, let me know in the comments below. But like always, thanks for watching.